I'm not spiritual enough. I need to be more spiritual. You do this and this thing, and so that proves that you're not spiritual. I do this and this thing, and that proves that I am spiritual, so up yours. Huh? What do you think about that? Huh? Yeah. I'm a tofu eating, dreadlock wearing, incense wielding, hippie, tie-dye sporting, Subaru driving, spiritual person. And because of all those things that I am doing those things. I do certain things and I don't do other things. That proves that I'm spiritual. And because you do certain things and don't do other things, that proves that you're not spiritual. I am not spiritual and I need to be more spiritual. I'm not spiritual enough. How do you figure that? Well, I don't do these things, and sometimes I get angry, and sometimes I yell, and blah, blah, blah. And so that proves that I'm not spiritual. You're not spiritual if you act a certain way. You're not spiritual if you smoke cigarettes, drink alcohol. I don't recommend it, but... Right? No. Does doing make you spiritual? Does looking like a stereotype of what a spiritual person is supposed to be, does that make you spiritual? You already know the answer. Do, not do. That's duality. That's the mind. Those are mental constructs. Do, not do. Have, not have. And I'm not saying that's bad. That's just what that is. That's the mind. The mind. Feel good, feel bad. I like it, I don't like it. Past, future. Good, bad. Right, wrong. Up, down. Hot, cold. Left, right. Duality. It's good, it's bad. I like it, I don't like it. I do this, I don't do this. I have that, I don't have that. Duality. The mind, the ego. The soul, on the other hand, which is what is actually spiritual, is consciousness, and it is being. It's not duality. You can't not be. Even after death, the mind goes away, the body goes away. What's left? You, the real you. And it's being. You cannot cease to be. You can't not be. Being has no opposite. It's source. It's one. It's being. Humans have it all backwards. Everybody says, I gotta do certain things, and then I'll have certain things, and then I'll be something. If I do as a spiritual person does, and I have tofu in my refrigerator, then I'll be a spiritual person. And that proves that I'm spiritual. You, on the other hand, sometimes you get upset. Sometimes you do things you shouldn't do, like smoking and drinking. You don't have dreadlocks. You don't have a Subaru, so you're not spiritual. That proves that you're not spiritual. Anybody who says that they are spiritual or not spiritual probably isn't. Just saying. No, this is a journey of being. You can't do spiritualism. It can't be done. And this is about who you are. Who you really are, which is an eternal being of light. Consciousness. Not thought, not mental constructs, not duality. Do, not do. Duality, that's not being. That's the mind. So, you don't need to be more spiritual. It's not that you're not spiritual enough. You're spiritual whether you like it or not. The difference between what people might call a spiritual person and someone who is maybe not spiritual is that someone who is maybe not spiritual believes that they are their mind. They are actually spiritual. But that person, their internal experience is to live through the duality of ego, the little me. Me, I'm spiritual, I'm not spiritual, judgment, duality, good, bad, judgment, do, not do, duality, thought, mental constructs. Okay, enlightenment is like searching around for a pair of glasses that you're wearing on your head. Before enlightenment, chop wood, carry water. After enlightenment, chop wood, carry water. If that is true, and it absolutely is, then spiritualism cannot be defined by your doing. You may do things a little differently. The doing may be higher, it may be of a higher order, it probably will be. But it doesn't have to be. And every situation is unique and therefore calls for a unique response. Maybe you have to get mad at somebody one time. Maybe they stole from you. Maybe they lied to you. You're supposed to go, oh, that's great, thanks, yeah. No. It's being, guys. It's consciousness. It's who you really are. Spiritual. And that's all. And the mind does not like that. It does not like that because that leaves nothing for it to do. Nothing. It needs structure. It needs form. It needs rules. And there are none. This is just your very existence. There is nothing else. Have a good day.